Alright, so we are going on to list the functions of at least the right side of the brain first. That's the right hemisphere. So to remember this easily, I usually say that the right hemisphere is creativity. The right hemisphere is creativity, and I said, and the left hemisphere is what? Logical. So I'm going to explain what I mean by the right is creativity and the left is logical. Okay, so let's start with the right side of the hemisphere. What does it allow us to do? So this right side, attention span. I'm trying to get my marker. This marker, I don't know, 2 seconds, they've stopped writing. Okay, so the right hemisphere helps in good attention span. Good attention span. Also memory. Another one is reasoning and understanding. And what again controls the opposite side of the body. So these are just few of what the right hemisphere does for us. We'll take it again. The right hemisphere, what does it help us do, or what does it control rather? It controls the left side of the body. Aside controlling that left side of the body, I said the right hemisphere is creativity. What I mean by creativity is that it helps us in, let's say you want to write a story. Yes. So you need good attention span, and then you need to reason and understand your storyline or what you want to do. So you need reasoning and understanding, and then memory, retaining memory is from the right hemisphere. That you remember what happened last year, 2 years ago, 20 years ago is from the right one of the functions of the right hemisphere. So it also helps in what? Memory. So critical thinking, problem solving, musical art awareness, all these things are from the functions of the right hemisphere. Now, if patient can't get injury and the injury affect the right side of the brain, sometimes it dey go unnoticed, or patient dey even deny say dem no get stroke, it goes unnoticed. Why? The only thing that may be noticeable there is the left body that will be weak, or paralysis of the left body. But then patient's memory will be impaired. They're not going to feel concentrate. They cannot reason very well again. They may not be understanding as much as they used to do before. But you see injury to the right hemisphere, the right brain, that one is even small. That one they learn well. That one are moi. Now let's see what the left hemisphere does, or what it controls in the body. Alright, so I tell my students that the left hemisphere is logical, or I tell them that it helps us to what? Planning to write IELTS. That's a way to remember what the left hemisphere controls. So here we have planning. Aside planning, that's planning. And then speaking, as I'm speaking like this, is from the left hemisphere. It's controlled by the right hemisphere. Speaking, writing, reading, and analyzing information, analysis, is from the left side of the brain, or the left hemisphere. Okay, now imagine that a patient now has injury on those left hemisphere. If there is injury on the left hemisphere, at least we know that there will be weakness of the right side of the body, abi, because it supplies opposite side of the body. So aside that patient will be having paralysis of this right side of the body, another thing the patient you will notice is that this person no go dey fit talk again. They will not be speaking. They can't speak to you, they can't talk. Now you go see people wey fall stroke say since wey that stroke do am, the woman no dey fit talk again. No, it's because the problem or the injury occurred in the left hemisphere. So the person won't be able to speak, and then they won't be able to write. They cannot write, they cannot even read, and they cannot analyze, they can't plan. So this one, it is not something that goes unnoticed. It is well pronounced that the person has locally, how we call it, stroke, IBS, that the person gets stroke. So just imagine the market woman now where market woman when they do business, so we get book, list of people she owe, list of people owing her, how much they are owing, and all of those. So imagine that this market woman now sustained injury, brain injury, and then it can affect the left hemisphere. It's frustrating. That is why you see most of them, they are angry, they are depressed, they are frustrated. You feel it from their body language, because they cannot talk, they don't feel talk, they can't write, they can't even read, they can't communicate. So it's really what it's really a whole lot of problem for this patient. Okay, so is there any other thing we need to talk about the brain? Yeah, a lot to talk about the brain. Aside the right and the left hemisphere that we just talked about today, in our next teaching, we are going to look at the lobes of the brain, because this brain also have lobes. All right, lobes, and then those lobes get where then they supply gone. All right, so this one first, right and the left hemisphere, and what they do, I think, is enough for now, until I see us again to explain the lobes of the brain. All right, I hope our teaching in one way or the other helps you understand a bit, just a bit of what is going on in the human body. We appreciate your comment, we appreciate your follow, we appreciate every single contribution you do to make sure you keep encouraging us. All right, I'll see us again very soon. Take care of you all, and know that I love you and I cherish every one of my followers. See you in my next video. Ta-ta. Bye.